Jennifer and Chris, how are you, my friends? Whereabouts are you guys in this big wide world right now?
Oh, we're great. We're in Germany right now. Where are you, Chris, at the moment?
I'm in Austria,
In Austria.
in a backstage, to be honest, having having a show tonight with Serenity.
Having sound check soon, right?
Yes, and soundchecks too.
It was only like we only spoke a couple of weeks ago, man.
Yeah, I think you just met me when in my great 3 weeks of being all the time ill. I remember. I
Yeah,
think
because
I
we were
just
talking Star Wars.
yeah. That I remember. I just
Yeah,
told you I was not thinking we will meet again that soon.
I know. It was
Just
like,
in Australia then. But
yes, you're sick of me yet? But hey, you know how we were saying about my son's birthday was coming up? He cleaned up in the Star Wars Lego department, mate. He was like, he got some good stuff. He didn't get that Death Star, but he got some good stuff. He's pretty stoked.
awesome.
We're still building it. and and Jennifer, last time I saw you, you were like at home, and there was like this night. It was snowing. It was all like it was like I had all this garbage, but you had like this perfect backdrop where it was like snowing outside, and it was like after Christmas, mate.
Was it? Was it? Where was it then? At my parents' home?
I
Could that
think
be?
so. That's right. It
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, it's great there. It looks great there. Here it's just a white wall and a couch, a sofa.
I think everyone's got a brown couch in their house. Like I've got
Yeah.
one, but it's
Oh, yeah,
We don't
yeah.
have
if
we
you
don't
turn
have one.
you don't have one.
No, never. I never had a brown one in my whole life.
You need to put that on your
Usually
binder.
they're just in rehearsal rooms and backstage rooms. I remember a lot of brown ones, but not at home.
You put your foot in it now because you're gonna get back from tour and there's gonna be just brown couches everywhere where all
Yeah,
the
maybe.
people like brown couches
Maybe.
as sponsors. But anyway, the good news is, of course, Beyond the Black, you guys are coming to Australia finally. Very very stoked for Lagerfest. This tour is going to be incredible. You've got Halo Effect, Lagerstein, Devil Skin, and a whole bunch more. How are you guys feeling about coming down?
It's absolutely amazing. For all of us, it's such a bucket list thing. So, yeah, we're so excited personally as well, because none of us was there before. And of course, some of us are coming earlier, and some of us are leaving longer, or are staying longer. And yeah, that is of course something that we not always do when we come to a country. So yeah, we definitely wanted to be there one day.
Are you were saying, Chris, that you were staying longer? Is that right?
Yes.
You're going to stay
Yeah,
longer.
I will.
Yeah.
You're gonna stay longer.
Or you are as
Yeah,
well.
I will stay in Australia for some days and then travel back to New Zealand for doing a road trip.
That's right. I remember us talking about that. But Jennifer, are you doing the same? Are you going to be going on adventures?
No, I will, but earlier. So in Auckland, New Zealand, I will do the Hobbiton day trip. Of course. So I have to do that, and I hope that we will have a little bit of time between the flights when when we're in Australia as well, that we have time to see something else as well. But we don't have a schedule till now. We hope very soon so we can, make plans around that.
Mate, that Hobbiton. It's literally just across the ditch here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please go there. Please go there. I just wrote them an email because I'm on the waiting list for the beer festival on the 10th of November.
Oh,
And I asked him already 5 times, can you please make it possible? And I hope they will answer yes, but at the moment I don't have an answer. So just go there and kick their asses and tell them, let that dude in because you need it.
Yeah, I reckon you could just kick open the door and say, "My mates are coming soon, so you better get ready." Hey,
exactly.
I reckon you could do that, Jennifer. But it's gonna be a really good time. You've got, as I said, Halo Effect, which are unreal. Lagerstein. Are you mates with any of these guys on the bill? Are you looking at catching up with any of them?
Not yet, but hopefully we will be after the tour. We don't know each other, so we're still looking forward to meet and hope that we will like each other. We will see.
I don't think you could be on tour with a bunch of. Oh, hello, mate. How you going? Who was that? Who did I just see then? Someone just ducked their head in.
It was, as I say, it was George of Serenity, just showing that he's
Tell
there,
him I said, "Hey, mate, how you going? Love that album." Oh, I've already told you I loved it, but tell him I love it too.
I will tell him.
We're getting crazy tonight. But of course, have you tried Vegemite? Have you guys? Is there something about Australia where you guys are like, something I got to try or something I have to see down under that has sparked your curiosity over the years?
I hope I won't wake up with a 30-inch spider on the ceiling or something. That would be great because I just heard from our bass player that went from several tours. It's normal that these animals are just coming into your hotel rooms and you're waking up and there is, I don't know, all those crazy animals you have in Australia, and that's something.
Oh, really?
I hope I just see a koala bear coming in my room, or a kangaroo is just knocking and saying, "Hey, good morning, Chris. How are you doing?" But not these spiders and all those crazy animals. But it's like that, right? It's not a nightmare.
It's the koalas are the worst. We call them drop bears. Have you heard about drop bears?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're walking down through a tree and you hear rustling, they drop down and they attack you. That's drop bears.
Okay.
Actually, no. It's what we tell people that come here. They don't really drop down. But
okay.
But they are cozy, you can, even if they scratch your face, it's even more the way I would love to have it than there is a spider like alien coming to my face from a tree.
We've had them as big as my hand here, man. Like guys, this big, crazy. But most of those big ones, they're called huntsmen. They won't really bother you. They'll see you and they'll just scurry off across the wall or something. But
okay.
Yeah. It's the little things.
Which ones are dangerous?
The spiders. There's it depends where you are in Australia. Like redback spiders will give you a nasty little bite. There's a few others. The snakes you got to watch. Where I am, we get eastern browns, and they will fuck up your day in the nicest way possible. So stay away from them. But most of the time, I think where you guys are going, you're in the cities. We don't have the rabid kangaroos knocking on your door. That's where I am. I think you're going to be okay. I think you're going to be all right.
Okay.
I will see. I was thinking, because we have some off days in Brisbane, maybe taking a car and driving to in the direction of the Great Barrier Reef up north, and after the day in Melbourne, I try to get. I would drive the Grand Ocean Road a little bit, because I'm just leaving the day after to New Zealand, and let's see what animals I can find.
Hey, they'll find you, mate.
No, they will find me. Yes.
Yeah. But I think you'll be right. You'll be right. But mate, of course, what were we talking about? Hobbits. I've never done that. That's exciting. But of course, what was I talking? The band. That's what we're here to talk about. Not the wildlife, not the snakes that can nibble on your toes when you're asleep. you'll be right because you know hotel rooms. But hey, you know what? That's a really good prank that you guys could pull on the halo effect, guys. If you're staying in the hotel, go get a big rubber snake and just put it in
Oh
their
no.
sheets.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would not like to do that.
No, don't
I,
listen.
I hope you haven't done an interview with them too and gave them the same advice to do it with us. So
I would not ever look. I would maybe a little bit. I did not tell them his thing. This is all between you and me and all the viewers.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
okay, all right. Better.
Okay.
The latest single, of course, "Call My Name" came out in July, and it's such a great track. Was that a song that didn't make it to the self-titled album, or was that a new one that was written specifically to kick off the new or the next phase of the band?
It was created during the process of the latest album, but it was not finished like the other ones. So we said, okay, let's just try to have it later on for of course, as an artist, you have to come up with new good songs all the time. So it was kind of that thought that we had with this song.
Was there many songs left over from those sessions?
There are some, yes.
There are some, yeah. Also some good ones that we said, okay, let's wait and get the people excited for.
So is there another album or EP on the way? Like what's happening? What's going
No,
on?
but usually, if you're in the studio, you try to collect as much as you can get out of your creative period, let's say. And so it's usual that you have more songs, let's say not ready, but in the pot, than you can put on the album. So I mean, we are usually always writing and collecting ideas also during the year. It's not like we start, oh, now it's album time. Let's start writing songs. It's collecting ideas. And then, of course, nowadays, yeah, the music industry is changing a lot, let's say. And of course, it's smart to have something in the back if you need it.
This, and also when it comes to an album, for me personally, it's so important that we have like a very various kind of style on the whole album. So the dynamic must be great when you're listening to it from the top to the end. So I think that with this album, with Beyond the Black, the self-titled album, we got a great mix of every dynamic that we could put out. And yeah, I think that I think in the end it was like 10 songs with 3 bonus songs. I think so. I think it was perfect like this. So every song that we have put on it to these 10 songs would have been maybe too much, or it felt too much. And so yeah, it was great to have like these particular 10 songs for this album.
And is there a hint of where the next album's going to go? Like, have you guys got are you putting sort of pen to paper and sort of feeling that out on where the band's going to head next?
I think that this is the album where we're the most proud of the sound and the songwriting and everything around it. So for me, it feels like we don't force or push to another direction. With Horizons, it was different. With Horizons, we wanted to experiment a lot, try things out, finding our the lines somehow where we can go. And yeah, and I think with this last album, yeah, we were so self-confident and all of that. And I think at the moment it has no need to change somehow. But of course, within the process, always things are happening. Maybe then we say, okay, it's a good direction. Okay, let's try this or try this, but not forcing anything.
That's cool. That's really good. How did the songs go on the tour? Like, people, how'd you find, because you played earlier this year, didn't you? Like, you've smashed out a bunch of shows, didn't you? How
Yeah.
did those songs connect with your audiences live? Did you find that some were like stronger where you thought, oh, this might go okay, but they really went off live?
I think
Not,
every single song worked great. Chris, sorry.
no, it was exactly the same sentence I wanted to say. There was no song of all the new ones, and we put in the set which wasn't working. They were just there, and even especially when I'm just talking, you can go on. Sorry, but one song like "Dancing in the Dark" because it was a special one. It was more also something we tried out because we never started writing a song out of a rhythm part like this. So of course we had the idea doing maybe something like some very unknown band was doing with "We Will Rock You" and bringing the people to something they know, like a move, like something special. And this worked out amazing, to be honest, because it was not thinking that the people would get it. Of course, Jennifer's doing it amazingly with a tom and the drum solo and all those things live and getting the people there. But yeah, but that the people will get it because the clapping, of course, they clap all the time, but doing it in a whole venue is doing the same thing and knowing it at the first moment. This is great and it's working out perfect. So your turn. Sorry.
The fun thing is, I also wanted to talk about Dancing in the Dark. Because that was the one that we hadn't released before the tour with Amaranth, and we wanted to make a music video on tour. So the people didn't know, and they had to practice with us during the tour, and it was amazing how good that worked. So yeah, if you haven't seen the video, yeah, it's out on YouTube, of course, so you can see the people smile and having fun, and that's one of the Beyond the Black sides as well. Yeah.
That is true about you guys, is you're very interactive with your fan base and you don't take yourselves seriously like the music is seriously,
Yeah.
that seriously, but you like to have a bit of fun with your fan base, play games. And I think that's what people get really drawn to because they feel like they're part of something. Is that always been the plan for you guys?
Yeah, it makes
Oh,
so
sorry,
much
I didn't know
fun.
who was gonna say. Sorry. Whoever
No
wants to say.
problem. No, it's no real plan. It's just we're having so much fun, and it's much better if we connect to our fans because they feel the same because we're doing our music. They feel our music as much as we do somehow, and they put so much love and emotions into all of that, so it's kind of normal that we connect so much. So yeah, it just feels right for us.
I guess there's no spot for being, let's say it hard, arrogant or something, or being like, sorry, you don't talk to us. We are the musicians. If you are lucky, please meet me at the door of the tour bus, and then maybe I do a sign and please go away. I think to be close to your fans, to stay true and to stay, let's say, not of course not always available because there's always this line you have to play with because some people, of course, if you're too close, they think they can call you the whole day, for example, and try to get you. But being real is I think absolutely something you should do because otherwise, yeah, there's no reason for being doing this superstar bullshit thing. This is not our way of being musician.
Have you, of course, playing the games with your fans and making it interactive. Have you ever set them off on a citywide treasure hunt or anything like that? Have you ever been, like ahead of the tour gone, okay, we've hid some clues or something here, for a VIP or something? Have you ever thought about doing something like that where it's like,
Haven't we done that on one of the first tours we did together, or were thinking about hiding things in the venue for the people?
I think we did that for some
Yes,
shows and
yes,
told them, okay, find it. And that was super cool. And maybe we should do that on the next tour as
yeah,
well. It was
yeah,
great, actually.
yeah.
Making
Good idea.
Yeah, it's Easter.
Yeah,
It's Easter. The good thing is in April it's Easter while
Oh
we're on tour,
yeah. Oh yeah,
so we
that's
can
cool.
play find the Easter eggs.
Ah, that's so
yeah.
cool. Let's do
Three
that.
cities over.
Yeah.
And I think that would be fun. I like it when I remember, I think it was Devon Townsend did it here years ago.
Mhm.
And a friend of mine
Yep.
found the CD. Like
No.
she got the clue and she went and found the CD and had tickets to the show or whatever. It was just really cool. I like it when bands do that. So I would be interested. I reckon you could make a full like interactive app or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm not usually full of ideas, but I'm gonna give you that one idea. There you go. That's my one idea for the
Yeah,
year. But
you
no,
gave us already two snakes in the bed, and now Easter egg hunting.
wait till you hear the
Awesome. I like
third.
it.
It's the worst idea you've ever heard in your life. But I'll leave that to later. Anyway, what's I even talking about? We're having a good time. Uh, in regards to, of course, touring, this is a bit of a serious one. At the moment, it seems like there's a flood of tours happening everywhere. The floodgates have definitely opened. I'm seeing it here, which is really exciting. But on the other hand, it's a bit tough for bands to sort of plan their tours and their next move because everyone's venues getting booked up and there's not a. Are you guys? Is that something that you have to navigate now in this new world, this post apocalyptic world, where you have to try and plan a year or so ahead for what you're doing now?
Uh,
It's of course it's not easy. We planned to release this tour in April very much earlier.
Mm.
But it was not really possible to announce it earlier than we did. So something like this is happening more than it was before COVID. And also, of course, the cost thing is much more.
Mm.
So it's like 30-40% more than it was before COVID. So this is something that we all have to struggle with or plan with. Especially the tour with Amaranth was sold before the COVID situation, so old prices, but we were playing it after the COVID situation.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, yeah, we did it because we loved it. So and a lot of bands are doing this still, and I think it will not be or never be like it was before. Hopefully it will, but at the moment we just have to work with what we have. Yeah.
yeah, but planning, I mean, in our business, kind of, let's say, usually the 1 year before, or in autumn, winter, latest time of winter, the booking agencies are trying to have the summer festival plan ready. Of course, you already get infos about 1 year, 2 years ahead. But yeah, but I think, like you said, and also like Jennifer said, and the problem is this after COVID period now, there's so many things, too many things, of course,
Mm.
at the same time, and this
Mhm.
is creating a lot of problems for everyone. Crew people are less, tour buses are less. It's like really somehow in Europe, especially, a mess of getting a tour bus. Sometimes they are not available because they are all on the road. Then you have even such things like as long as a band like Rammstein, for example, is doing again summer stadium tours, it's always like a poof because 400 people for one show are gone
Yeah.
because they're all at the Rammstein show then. So also such things are really have an effect on how you plan your travels. But of course, it's a long time thing. It was always like this, and it's the good thing. Let's say that this is not changing, but yeah, let's see how it will develop within the next 2 3 years. I think then it will be back to a normal level.
Yeah, I think so. Because I'm seeing it on a local level. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to compete with all the biggest stuff. You know what I mean? But I think That's why I think this Lagerfest is a really cool tour, because it's including a lot of bands that people wouldn't usually see, and they don't have to pick it. Like, they get to see you guys. They get to see the Halo Effect. They get to see Devil. You know what I mean? It's a really cool package for everyone to go and see at the one time and share that stage together. They're not having to, go, oh man, I can't see those guys. I can't see. It's that's happening a little bit at the moment. So I think it's special that you guys are definitely coming down and being part of that.
Yay! We're so looking forward.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be so good. Yeah. If you do get a chance, though, come down and visit us on the Gold Coast. It's, I don't know if there's any time between the tour, but you should. I think I told you, Chris, come down, have a beer with us down here. It's the beaches, the theme parks, all the craziness. I think you'd have a good time. And stuff. But
write us that again on Insta or somewhere, then we can try to plan that. Yes.
Yeah, come down. See that
when we have a schedule.
yeah. Well, don't worry about the hobbits. Just come and visit us. You're like, nah, man, that's not happening. You got to see your hobbits. I would love to see it. But of course, what's looking into the future past the next tour, what's the future look like for you guys? Have you got that planned out? New album, more touring?
Of course, more touring, a lot of touring, but also songwriting. It will be a busy year next year. So we will do really a lot. And you will see our plans step by step, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. So you're not going to tell me now?
Cannot tell you anything right now.
See, I thought look, it's just the three of us here. You could.
Yeah, sure.
That's it. Yep. I just can't get past you. But hey guys, it's always awesome talking to you, and I can't wait to see you in Brisbane. It's going to be unreal. We're going to have all the links down here in the show notes to Lagerfest, and of course on the website, which is on my roof somewhere. Guys, thank you so much again, and take care.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye. Have a good night, buddy.
You too.